Hi friends, welcome back to Makeup Looks for based on books. So I will not be doing a new book today. I am going to fix. Hold on just a sec. Sorry, had to have my kid and I also noticed around my mouth needed a little bit of help. Anyway, I will be fixing some of the things I said about the Freedom Factor yesterday because, like, I got the essentials right, but I got some of the details wrong. I've actually been rereading it the last few days, and so that's how I know. And I did my look today based on more of the. I kind of wanted to do a more muted look. I didn't really expect it to like go this harsh with the eyes, but I feel like black always kind of looks a little bit harsh on me.
No?
But we're going with it. It works. But I did it more, and also it kind of works for the book because because it goes more with like the America Bryce went into, as opposed to the one that he went into after Gorham took him into the new America. My kid's over there just chattering away. It's the cutest. But anyway, so Leslie and Bryce actually didn't go to the speaker, and it was Mannington that was speaking. They didn't go to him together. They actually started dating after that speech. Like, well, they had kind of been dating before, and then they decided that they weren't going to work. And then after the speech, he wanted to give it another try because they decided they weren't going to work at first because their views were so different. But Bryce wanted to give it another try, and so Leslie finally agreed to go out with him again. And Gorham did speak to her, but he didn't tell her who he was. Like, he just a friend of Bryce's. And Mannington also did call and basically told her, she didn't really tell him what he said, but the gist basically was it would be better if they weren't for Bryce's career if he wasn't involved. If they weren't involved. Because he knew who Leslie was. But, and also it was the Declaration of Independence that Bryce had that was outlawed in the America. It was an America that had never had the Constitution ratified. But it was the Declaration of Independence that was outlawed, not the Constitution. I think that's pretty much it. But there are a couple things, as I was rereading. Okay, there's a lot about the book that stood out. But when in the new, the harsher America that Gorham transports Bryce to, he's found Leslie again. Spoiler alert, sorry. And they're talking one night at the camp that they're at, and they're talking about kids because they've fallen in love and they want to get married, and so they're talking about kids. And Leslie asks if their kids will ever know freedom, and Bryce says something like, I pity the world. If they don't, I pity the world that tries to hold them. I don't remember. That was pretty much I think that was the quote. I'm not sure if it's exact. I'll put it up here if that was not the exact quote. And I love that. Like, I hope to be that kind of person. And I hope to raise my kids to be that kind of person, you know? Because that's the people I think we should be. Also, he and Leslie's dad, Paul Adams, were talking a little later, and things weren't going well. And they were talking And like pretty much the bad people had won. And Bryce he's frustrated, he's sad, he's you can't be sad with that kid. He's ready to give up because they won. And Paul Adams says to him, "You really think that they've won?" And he's like, "Well, yeah," or something like that. And he tells him that he knows one thing. He knows that evil will never permanently win. And Bryce is like, "Well, they're giving it. They've got a pretty good." It says something like they've got a pretty good hold from, or they're doing pretty good from where I'm standing, something like that. And and Adams tells him that evil will always self-destruct. And I really believe that. I really believe that evil will never permanently win. It might seem like it's got a pretty good hold. It sometimes might be harder, and there might be times in life where it seems like evil really is winning. But it won't be forever. It will not be forever. As long as there's good, evil will not triumph. Sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry. He's got a little philosophical. There we go. There for a second. I think that was all that I wanted to correct. I wanted to leave the other video up because I liked the other video, and because my kid was being adorable in that video too. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. And I will see you tomorrow.